receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10. Hey.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, this is Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. On third down, this is Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On second down now, it's Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, King. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And now a carry here for the fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. On second down, it's Jackson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's McNabb. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
To throw, McNabb. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On the return is Cohen. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run with Jackson, and he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st down, Jackson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's McNabb, flushed out right, able to find Isabella. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
McNabb to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And some space here. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now McNabb. Stepping up, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 99 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. McNabb, that ball complete to Isabella. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On first down, it's McNabb. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts a...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make it 24-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop the throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McNabb. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Screen play, Johnson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he finds Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 27.
Let's go now. 6. I got one. Mike 56.
2nd and 15. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 9 now. This one caught by Isabella. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, McNabb going to throw deep for the ends. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now King on 1st down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will set up. Shot in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. McNabb airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the ground, this is Jackson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Love dancing to his left. Now he'll throw, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
I don't even know why this team.
2nd and 10. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Out of the gun, McNabb. That's Isabella open on the right side. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
15 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
Here's McNabb. He finds Bolden. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's McNabb looking deep down. That's caught inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was, he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Love. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That good for 22 and a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they wanted to be really aggressive and fake it.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. On second down now, it's Jackson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jackson. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. There he goes, right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with time running out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Check 52. Wide, get wide. Out.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.